Now coming in the house,
JT Sweet!
What's up?
Yeah!
Welcome, brother. Welcome to the shop. Welcome to the shop. Big hugs. Big hugs.
man?
Big hugs.
Brother?
Neither. Alright, I gotta piss.
Alright,
Alright,
what
brother.
happened?
Hello, Mark Caracas. I do a little blog online with the man to my left, which should be to your right, JT Sweet. It's about, his past gay experiences and his soon-to-be current and future gay experiences. Just give a little background on the blogs that we do.
Well, let's see, as you all know, I'm JT Sweet, and I had a lot of gay encounters with a lot of different people. I had some that took place in workplaces and out in the Gulf of Mexico. And, I just get around and had my first gay experience when I was 13 years old in my closet. So I guess you can say that I have really come out of my closet.
Speaking of workplaces, I'm wearing a doctor's outfit during this interview. I don't know if you've ever had an encounter in the hospital, but we'll get to that
Actually,
later.
yes, I have.
We will definitely get to that. We'll just give a little summary of each blog we've done thus far to get people at home that really haven't read these blogs yet. Let them know what they're missing out on.
Well, other than that, they're getting JT Sweet live, by the way, too.
Volume 1, you take a trip to New Hampshire. Let us know how that went. How'd it go?
Well, the whole thing came about when I met this guy off the computer and offered me a trip to New Hampshire for New Year's, so I went with him, and I got drunk, and before the end of the night he was drilling my ass hardcore.
So is it, for your first blog, it's pretty standard ass fucking, if you will.
Yeah, really standard ass fucking.
Yeah, it was alright.
It was pretty good.
Volume 2 is a little
Had
more...
a big dick too, so...
Volume 2 is a little more gimmicky. You went trick-or-treating one Halloween and ended up with a dick in your ass.
Yep. We were in the cemetery and he had a gargoyle mask on and I had a werewolf Halloween mask on and he was fucking my ass while I was Halloween at the moon. Good times, though.
Now, Volume 3, I'm going to go on a limb and say it's probably the best one, if not my favorite. My personal favorite, anyways. Explain to us your boat trip out in the Gulf of Mexico and what transpired from there.
Well, the whole thing came about when I was meeting this old guy off the computer. And he offered me a trip in Florida with him and his buddy Pete. So we went down there and got out on the boat, bought a 6-pack of beer, and started drinking. And of course, I ended up getting fucked over the bow of the boat. And a boat came by with a whole bunch of old people on it. And I just smiled and I waved like this when I was getting ass fucked.
Moving on to Volume 4. I actually said something about it was almost like you got fucked by the village people in Volume 4 because it involves a priest and a construction worker. Why don't you go on with that? What happened in Volume 4?
I met a priest at the gas station called Getty and take me up to this guy's house. And when I got there, his other buddy showed up with his construction worker hat on, bringing some beer and shit. And I ended up getting fucked by both of them. They both took advantage of me. And, at the end of that, we started doing a dance.
Now, for Volume 5 was an interesting one because I was actually there to encounter and witness Volume 5. My friend Big Bob was currently in Marcy State Prison. Fucked you in the ass right in front of us. Explain that.
Yeah. This guy over here, I had a bet with him, and I ended up losing, so I ended up blowing him, and he ended up fucking me over the washing machine, and I ended up blowing him down in the basement too when he finally released like a fire hydrant.
And that it was. Volume 6. You went to Lock 7 for a fishing trip. Cop shows up. Explain.
Me and my buddy, we had a fishing bet going on that whoever caught the first bet will get a blowjob, so he caught the first fish, and I ended up blowing him when the cop showed up, and I quickly dropped the worms in his pants until the cop thought I was just picking up the worms, and ended up going back to blowing him.
Volume 7. You hang out with the drag queen off the internet. Explain that one.
It's funny how you brought that one up. I met this guy Nick off the computer. He took me to a club in Albany right down on Quail Street. And he was a drag queen. And I ended up doing a drag queen gimmick with him and everything. And went out to his car and he ended up fucking me in his car while I was dressed up as a drag.
That is interesting, and it only gets more interesting actually, because moving on to Volume 8, you visit your girlfriend's job, and you end up biting a foam mattress with a man plowing your asshole from behind.
Yeah, that one actually happened a couple months ago in April, and you know, I was at her job with her, and because I used to live with her, and I went to her job, met this guy. One thing led to another. He duct taped me to the foam mattress, because that's where they work, WCW. And he was fucking my ass so hard that I just had to rip into the mattress with my teeth, and I was pulling out pieces of foam, and, you know, by the time I got done with it, it looked like Swiss cheese.
Volume 9. You had sex at a video rental store. How'd that happen?
That one all happened with my ex-girlfriend, by the way. Her best friend Aaron and his other friend. And we ended up having fun there and ended up fucking on the counter at Blockbuster.
Alright, moving along here very quickly. Volume 10. You fucked a clown at your little cousin's birthday party.
Yep, the clown ended up taking stuff out for his van, and he invited me over for dinner, had a few beers with him, and he ended up fucking my ass, and he said that he would really show me his balloon animal, which he did in my ass.
Volume 11. Definitely the biggest hit so far of them all. You fucked a bum in my basement, my old apartment.
That's when I got kicked out. I went down to your basement, and you had a bum down there, so he ended up fucking me on the ping pong table, which broke.
Which is why I have no ping pong table now. Volume 12 was the latest. You fucked a Danny Tanner lookalike from Full House.
That one was kind of funny. I ended up getting set on a date by my cousin. Showed up at his house, looked like Danny Taylor from Full House, and he ended up fucking me there too until Uncle Jesse showed up.
Thank y'all so much. Be sure and tell your mom and them I asked how she's doing. Bye, baby.